Morgan Stanley was actually they are too much technical. They need more um, Java and all the other integrations and everything is required for them.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So normally, yeah, actually for others it is fine for because they it's like mainly look for individual contributor. So that person can do actually design, build, unit testing, and everything from their own.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
they're basically looking for all-in-one
yes,
person.
that's right. Yes,
They do
he
the
wants
coding and
Java.
testing. Uh-huh.
Yes, complete deployment, end-to-end support.
End-to-end. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
So
work.
so normally actually most of the banks actually like do in that role. So they look for that type of role so that we can do all the things. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They pay as well like for that banks in India they pay around 30 lakhs or around 25 to 35 lakhs for that role.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So today we are going to see reports. Okay. And reports, if you can see what exactly mean by reports is, see, you have our objectives, right? We have defined objectives. So how we can justify our application or build up to justify that objectives, or how we can get to know what are the different things are happening of your process metrics or business metrics, right? What are the rules? What are the different reports are there onto that? So all the things actually we can measure from the reports. We have the reports, we can do the our objectives like we have the if it means the KPIs or anything objectives are met or not, and all the different tasks of the process metrics and business metrics, all the things we can do from the reports itself. So mainly reports are available onto the manager portal. So normally if you can see the reports, if you see in the manager portal, we have option to the reports. So if you see the reports into that, so there if you can see, this is the, we call it report browser. So there we can have which are all the reports are present, which will be displayed here. And we have two different type of categories. We call as private category and public category. So public category will be available for all of the in the application who has access to the report part. He can able to access this all the reports. And private will be available to the particular manager only. So if you have at least 10 managers, so all the public category will be visible to all the managers, and private will be visible only to the only specific to that manager only. So he can create some of the reports for himself, so that will be private category. So if you want to create some category of the rule, so these are the predefined categories. So these are the analyze performance, analyze quality, case metrics, assignments. So they are the predefined categories. So if you want to add a new category into that, so we can see, so we can say, okay, leave, HR leave. Okay, and I want to make that as public or private, so I want to go with private. So it's going to create a new category for me. So this category is actually mainly used to define the different type of the reports which are going to generate. So where we are going to fit into that one. So within that you can see the numbers like 7, 10. So they are the different reports which is available within that category. So if you say actually I want to go to the monitor process. So in the monitor process you have all these different type of reports available. So we can see by the effort by organization unit. So all these are actually predefined reports which is available from the Pega out of the box. So reports are mainly like you can see there are three types. We can have list reports, so there we can have itemized reporting. So we have like, if you're in a purchase request, whatever the different items you purchased, so all the things you can want to get that, so that will go for the list type of report. Then we have summary report. In the summary report we have aggregate function are used. So we are grouped by something, like if you group by date, you group by any unit, or you group by the status, so that we can use the summaries function onto that. We can go for mean, max, average. So all the aggregate functions, if you use that, the list report become a summary report into that. And then finally, like Pega provided very good features into the charts. So we can include charts as well. For charts, there is one condition is that it should be a summary report only. For the list, we cannot include a chart. So if you want to include chart in our report, that should be a summary report. This means that it should include a aggregate report within it. Okay, so from here you can see the symbols. So this is actually, we can see this is a list report, this is a chart report, and this is a summary report. So if you say symbol from that, so there are the different symbols used for the, to differentiate the different type of reports within it. Okay. So if you see one of, yeah.
You said summaries only inside charts, or I mean, what does that mean?
Like if you want to create a charts, okay, you want to create a chart report, that report should be a summary report. Like in summary only you can include a chart report. In the list you cannot include a chart into it.
So it's the other way around. Chart comes into summaries, you mean, or summaries go into charts?
No, charts goes to the summaries.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so if you see, if you want to see one of the report, if you say, okay, list of the process entered by the operators. So here you can see that whatever the different work object which we have created, what the different status of it. Okay, so we can see that, and once actually we have stated the deadline, so it's the deadlines also coming into that. So here is the condition for the same. So this is the operator ID which we are the current user, and the work status is not null. So this is the filter conditions. So this is we can see that report viewer. So there we can see the actual data which is coming from for that report. And if you want to edit this one, so we had an option of the edit report into that, and we have option to the different actions. So if you want to summarize that, we can summarize the list report into summary report as well. And we have option to print, we can export to PDF, we can export to Excel. So if you say you want to export to PDF, so it will be going to save that as a PDF for that. Or you want to, so this is the different action we can take onto the, and if you say you want to convert into a list to summary, so that also we can able to do that. So if you see here now, we converted it to group by dates. So this is become, the list report can be converted into a summary report. And again, if you want to convert back to a list report, we can convert back to the list reports again. So again, it's come back to the list report. And if you can see, this is the PDF which is generated. So the reports actually is very flexible. So this is the some of the, I think we can change the upper layout. So this is the PDF which is generated for the all the leave requests which we have generated. So this will be seen very well. And if you see you want to edit the report, so if you click onto the edit report, that will be called as report editor. So here we have option to add new filter conditions, or so if you say you want to include one filter condition here, or you want to change the any column, you want to add one more column here. Okay, so I just want to include the unit into it. Okay, so if you say owner org unit need to be included here. So after the deadline, or okay, here I'm going to include the org unit. So you can see, you can either see with the actual data, or you can see with the simulated data as well. How the look and feel of the reports will be simulated, also we can see from the simulated data. And if you want to see with the actual data, we can see from the actual data as well. So the both ways, if there is no data, we can simulate it so that we can feel the look and feel of the same. So basically, this is simple. Actually, if you want to include any rows, we can just drag the columns from all the which is available here. We can drag it here, and then actually it will be updated into the report itself. And if you want to update the filter condition, if you say okay, a specific case ID, I want to go for a specific case ID. So I can drag the column to the add filter. So I can just say, okay, I just want it for T1, some anything you want to include that. Okay. So if it changes, so actually only that T1 is came. And if you want to drop any filter conditions, you just close that is gone. The condition is gone. So that's like it's, if you can see, reports are very easy to generate, and you can make changes in a very specific way. And if you need more specific one, that actually require more technical things. So there are different functions are also available. If you want to include some specific functions, these are actually mainly, if you can see Excel's functions and how we can do that, and you can create your own functions as well. So this is the that can also be used to display on the report onto that. So this is actually, you can see, I can save this one and I can close that. So I can just go for preview. So this is where the report it will be displayed here, and I can save or replace, and so I just want to save that one. So replace it is that. Okay. 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 Sorry. So currently, like, I'm not going to save that report. So if you want to or happy with that, you can save as it to new one, or you can discard the changes for the time being. Okay, so this is like the existing report. I'm not touching on that. So if you see the summary report only, so if you see, you're going to go with the summary report. Okay, so summary report, if you can see, if the organization wise the report is there, within that then division, within that the unit, and the total is there. So if you want to convert that into the list, so that option is also again, if you want to convert that again to the list, again it will be owner, organization, division, unit, estimated effort, completed effort, and the same way it will be displayed. So in this one we have not included any chart into that. So if you see, again I'm coming back to the summary, so that again back to the summary report. And if you here also the same thing, if you click onto the edit report, same options. So here also, if you see, you have, so normally Pega provide a default framework like templates, but while we create the new report into that. So if you see, it's like is the different condition you want to see here, you can add same way you can add your conditions into it, this one. So this is the simulated data and this is the actual data. You can see that one. Same way we can make the changes into that. So currently, like if you can add chart, option will be available onto the summary one. So in the list report, you have not seen these options. Okay. So actually, if you see the chart one, so if you see offered by organization unit, it's not showing anything. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, so in this actually we can see there are some of the details. So HLH is pre-included details about the different charts, and if you want to edit that one, edit report. So here if you want to change the chart, we have an option to here. If you want to edit the chart, so there is an option to edit the chart. So here you can see that there are a lot of different charts are available. Like if you can go for pie chart, bar chart, column chart, line chart, spark charts or gate chart. So there are others also available like funnel, area, combo chart, pyramid, bubble. All are like different available onto that. So either of them which like depend on to the different business requirement, we can use different charts into that. So if you say you want to go with the convert that into a different pie chart. Okay. So we can see that chart is changed to pie chart. Okay. So this is mainly like the support into the look and feel will be displayed with the simulation or others part. So if you say with the go with the so this is your pyramid structure. So this is like either way we can change the changes onto that. So all the different options are available onto the charts. So charts are actually, reports are actually very good in Pega. Actually, like we can generate reports in very less times, and with like all the fields which is available also, we can just drag and drop. Your reports will be ready with that. And finally, once actually you are happy with your report, you can just do that, and there's an option to schedule your reports. Okay, so if you want to like move to different category, you can do that, or you can copy it to a different one, or you can delete it, and finally like you're scheduling the report. So once actually like we say the report need to be generated in every week, so you can see that this is going to be report one time or recurring. So that is initially description is there. So you want to want to recurring one. So how frequently you want to go for daily, weekly, monthly, or so this is a weekly report. So which time you want to run the report, so that you can see I want to run it every 6 p.m. onto that. when it need to be start or something. It's like the condition also we can give that. What is the format of the report? It will be a PDF or an Excel. We can choose that, and whom is going to be sent. And there can be multiple people. We can add it here. And what will be the configuration of the email? We can set that as well. What will be the subject of the email? What will the email messages? Also we can set up onto that one. So that's the how we can schedule the report as well. Yep. So normally when we generate the reports, we have two different data we report. One is actually called as process metrics, and another is called as business matrices. So business matrices is actually about the actual data onto that. The user is applying which type of leave, how much time he has taken, how many of the cases is accepted, how many are rejected. So they are actually a business onto that. And otherwise, actually, how many requests are actually the manager, how much time he's taking to approve the request, does it meet in time or does it take longer the time, does it breach the SLAs? So they are actually your quality. So the performance, all that actually we can see is that process matrices. So they're actually based on that. You can see here most of them are actually under the process matrices from here. So we can actually, based on our requirement, we need to create our own business matrices to check that how the different cases are generated and all that. So the case matrix, open cases are, we can see that they are related to the business matrices as well. So we can create our requests and reports either onto the process matrix or business matrices. So that's actually mainly like more onto the different concepts onto the report which is required onto that. In the behind of the scene, they actually like Pega creates some of the rules. So for the category, it's going to create the category, and within that you can see the 710 that is we normally called as shortcut rule. So whatever the things which you are seeing, it's relating to a report definition rule. So we create only a shortcut rule to start the report definition rule. So I'm not going to talk about the report definition anything because that is a little bit more technical, how that is generated and everything. So that's not required part of it. So the most of the things, this is the which we require to for a reports concept. Yep. Any questions onto the report? If you want to see all the reports, like all the different categories, so all the reports are now without any categories, it will be displayed here. And if you want to create a new report, you can create a new report. First time it will not ask you that bit. So to say you want to create a new report from your end. So Pega provide a predefined templates for the same. Okay, so here we can, here you can see that done editing, that option is there. So we want to change it to last 30 days. So say I want to change this to last 30 days. And I'm applying changes. So I can see all the reports, all the leave requests which is generated from the last 30 days. And what is the work status. Same way I can include who is actually like, what is the unit onto that. Or anything, I can include any field. I can just drag the fields and units are also added here. And I can just done editing. If you done editing, it will ask you in which category you want to create that. So in my private category only I'm going to add that. So I just created that here. Same way we can go for summary and other report as well, chart report. So if you see now, actually, like we can see in the category, one new report is coming into there. Then actually we can, if you want to include it to multiple categories also, it's possible. So if you say you want to copy into a different category as well. So I'm just including into the case matrices. So within the case matrices also, the report will be available there. Yeah. So the item details is available in multiple places. So the same reports can be assigned into multiple categories as well. Okay. So that's it for the reporting. If any doubts onto the report? Hello?
Are we here?
Yeah, Manoj. Shonam, you have any doubts or anything you want to ask about on more on reports?
No, I'm good.
Okay, thanks, Shonam. Priyanka,
Yeah, good. Last class, we chapter on notification and delegation.
yeah, actually that 2 bit actually we need, I will cover that up tomorrow. Notification and delegation. Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. So actually like I'm closing it early today. So it's and then we'll continue tomorrow. So reports actually like that much is not in detail is required. For certification point of view, it might not come in 7.2 a single questions from that. Yeah, just for understanding of the PEGA, how the different reports works, we cover on that bit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, yep.
Okay.
Good luck with your job.
Thanks, Manoj. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Yes. See you tomorrow, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we will meet again tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for that one short one.
We'll
be continuing tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you are in Bangalore.
Yeah, I'm in Bangalore. Yes.
So you have to beat the traffic. Yes, you need to be.
Yeah. Right. It's
Okay.
Bangalore traffic is actually. Gosh.
Yeah, I know it is horrible. I heard it.
It's horrible. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Cheers.